And we're caught up. You ever sit down to do your mid-year check-in and realize that you are a little bit behind? There's a readathon for that. Hello, my lovely friend, it's Margaret. Welcome back to the channel. Today, I'm here to let you know that the Mid-Year Reading Scramble is back. This is going to be the 4th year that we are doing the Mid-Year Reading Scramble. This readathon will be running from July 1st to July 31st, and it is a very simple premise. You just are going to get caught up on a reading goal or two. There are prompts that I will be going over later in the video, but those are just there to kind of help get you moving. I personally find that prompts help me a little bit with the analysis paralysis that I struggle with when I look at my TBR. So they're basically there to just take some of the decision making off of your shoulders. If you do not need them, feel free to ignore them. I will be posting blank versions of the graphics you're about to see if you want to kind of figure out your own prompts to customize it to your own TBR. Last year we had a graphic for each of the 3 different focuses, which were Goodreads goal, currently reading, and physical TBR. This year I wanted to give y'all a little bit more room to customize this to whatever your reading goals are. So the focus, you will notice, is blank. You can still choose from the normal 3 that we've been doing, but instead of doing 3 different graphics for 3 different focuses, we've instead done 3 different ways to play. There is our traditional little decision tree that you have. I've also created a bingo board version of this and a checklist version. You'll notice the bingo board and the checklist have 1 extra prompt, which is to read a 2024 release. That is because math exists and those 2 look better when you have an even number. These graphics and the TBR graphics will be posted on my Twitter, my Instagram, and in my Discord, all of which will be linked down below. The Discord is where I run this readathon from. That's where you're going to find all of the announcements for the readathon. That's where you're going to find the sprint schedule because we are doing sprints again this year. So if you want to stay up to date, the Discord is the best place to do that. With that out of the way, how about we talk a little bit about what the prompts are? With the exception of the 2024 release that I added for the bingo board and the checklist, the prompts for each graphic are the same. I'm going to go through the decision tree just to give you guys an idea of how it works. Speaking of, I know this question is going to be asked whether or not you can double up on prompts. If you can find a single book that fits that's impossible based on these prompts. In years past, I have been like, yeah, don't double up on prompts. But this year, we're talking about customization and working with our own reading goals. So you play this however you want to play it. If you want to find one book that fits as many prompts as possible, go for it. I'm trying to be less extra this year, but we'll talk about that when we get to my TBR for this. For the decision tree, we're going to start off with the shortest book on a TBR. It can be your physical TBR, it can be your Goodreads TBR, it could be the TBR sitting next to your bed that you didn't read the books from last month. That's not anyone I know. After you've read your shortest book, you get to pick from either a summer release or your newest purchase. If you choose summer release, your next choice is going to be to read the lowest rated book on your TBR or read a 5-star prediction. If you choose lowest rated, read a book that you pre-ordered or read a book you soft DNF'd. If you chose 5-star prediction, either read your longest book on your TBR or your highest rated book on a TBR. Going back up, if you ended up choosing newest purchase, your next choice is going to be between the most intimidating book on your TBR or a book from your previous TBR. If you chose the most intimidating book, your next choice is going to be between your favorite genre or a book your friend picked out for you. If you chose previous TBR, your final choice will be between either a fall release, and this can be any book that was released in the fall. It does not have to be like this fall 2024. If you do not want to read a fall release, you can also read a book that you bought at an indie or used bookstore. So that's everything you need to know about the Mid-Year Reading Scramble. Again, check the description box. All of the links will be down below, and I will be posting the sprint schedule as soon as we have finished finalizing all of that. That is everything that you need to know for the Mid-Year Reading Scramble. Again, feel free to customize this to make this as intense or as chill as you need it to be. If you're planning on doing this readathon with us this year, please let me know in the comments what you are planning, like what's your goal going to be. I will probably be choosing from one of the 3 kind of traditional goals because that's the one that I typically need to work on them. It's currently reading. Let's be honest. I need to work on my currently reading list. But that's not what we're here to talk about. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Also, if you enjoyed this video, I will have my most recent attempt to tame my physical TBR right up here, and YouTube will have some things picked out especially for you right over here. That is it for now, my friends. Happy reading, and I will see you later when we will talk about more wordy, nerdy things. Bye! This is a readathon that will be running from July 1st to July. Does July have 31 days? January, February, March, April, May, June, July. July has 31 days.